Goswami, and I am a GDSC lead at Eshan College of Engineering that is located in Mathura. Our club mainly deals with development stuff. For example, we mainly deals with web development and all things. But for exposure kind of things as well, we are here to learn a lot of things about Flutter. And I can see a lot of members of my club who are joined here. And it would be great to have all here, all the members of 10 GDSCs, and all the best for the session. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so Ishnur, can you give a short brief about your GDSC?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone, I am Ishnur. I'm the lead for GDSC in Nanak University, Amritsar. And we usually like to keep our sessions fun and interactive. And we mostly prioritize networking because that's one thing that helps us to grow our skills. So, yeah, I'm happy to collaborate with you all. And
Okay,
that's
hey Purva, you can also give something about insights about this event, about collaboration and past events also.
Yeah, yeah. A very good evening, everyone, first of all. And I would like to thank all the participants to join us and, have this, you have this great opportunity to learn something new from us, which we are very grateful for. And I am the lead at Bharati Vidyapeeth University at Navi, Mumbai. And yeah, this is the second session, and all the best to all of you. And I hope you learned something new today.
Okay, so anyone else who wants to give their something about, because we are now on time to start with this. Okay,
Hey everybody. Okay, let's we talk instead of just wait. What do you think, guys?
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Hi everyone, this is Miabu and I'm your speaker today. So let's wait a couple of minutes for more minutes to join others. Just I need one confirmation from you guys. Am I audible properly? Because here,
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
okay, thank you so much for the confirmation. So because okay, let's talk about something that I'm a YouTuber. It's been like 1.5 or more than 2 years. I'm doing YouTube full time. So is there anyone interested to create a YouTube channel, or is there anyone who already have a YouTube channel? We can we can start with a fun talking. Then we'll go to our topic. Is there anyone who have a YouTube channel already? You can in chat, no problem. I think I can see your chat also. Uh-huh. Okay. Is there nobody really interested to create a YouTube channel or wanna become a YouTuber in future? Okay. So I just found one person who's interested. I, so yeah, instead of like thinking I'm gonna do maybe in future, just do it because to what I really believe in, like this is the best time to do anything that you really want right now. Just right now, do it. Mm, let me share my like how I started my channel and how it grew. Yeah, a lot of guys. Yeah, that's the it's a
Cool, cool.
beginning. Everyone are beginners, so they don't get views on their channel. It's pretty common.
पांडे कर रहा है.
Yeah, you have to like keep it up or keep posting. Maybe try like 10 or 20 videos. Then one of your videos is going get a lot of views. Then you're just boom, boom. Something like. Well, let me share my experience how I come up with the Flutter way. You know, so I started my channel on COVID because on that time I was someone like you. I'm at university. I'm doing my classes, and university is shut down. We're doing online class. Yeah, I don't know how you just perform on online class. For me, it's like something I don't really care. So I plan to create a YouTube channel, and that time I just learning Flutter. So I uploaded few videos, and as expected, I don't get like 5 or 8 views. Then out of a sudden, one of my videos getting a lot. Is there anyone who want to ask any question? Think. Okay, let's back to the topic. So I create my channel, and the faster videos I don't get views, but out of a sudden, one of my videos getting a lot of view, and that's my turning point. After that video, I published another one video on my channel, and Google Flutter team check this video and share it on their Twitter. Even after that, I found my videos officially Flutter Twitter account, Flutter developer official code team. They shared my video even on Reddit, and it was amazed how people find my work so helpful. To be honest, on that time, I'm not an expert. Even I'm today, I think I'm not an expert on Flutter. On that time, I'm just learning Flutter. What I did, let's say I learned something today, I just share it on YouTube. That's it. That's how my whole journey is started. So maybe after this session, we'll talk more about this. I think we are about to start. Okay, so let's start by sharing my screen. Okay, channel. This one. I think. Just let me know once you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Okay, so let's start. At first, I would like to thank you guys for inviting me here. And let's start with something fun. How many of you really want to become rich or earn good amount of money? It's not a good amount, a huge amount of money. Just let me check your chat so that now you can see on your chat. Just write it on chat. How many of you? I just like 3 or 4, of course. Yes, just 3 of you want to reach, wanna be rich, or everyone wanna be like poor or something. Okay, okay. Uh, and what about others? Oh, me, yeah, yeah, that's coming up. So those who are like texting on chat, who want to become rich and everything. So let's assume we have a lot of money, like this one, lot of money. So once you have a lot of money, what you are gonna do? Mhm. How many of let's say how many of you are gonna buy a bike or a car? So what you want to choose? Let's type on the chat. Let's check what you want: a bike or car. A car, okay. A bike, a car. I just got two answer. So a bike, okay. Well, Bila, that's a good one. But no, you just choose between these two. Or jet, that is amazing. Yeah. Oh, aha, that one is smart. Both. I like that one. I like this replay. Good job. That's a talented one. Car. Okay, car. A flat in Burj Khalifa. I don't know how much it costs, but yeah, you have to be billionaire to do that. Okay. So here we got a lot of interesting answer. That's good. That's good. Okay. Let's back to our slide. So those who replay on chat now assume we have a lot of money. Okay, I like one, two replace like flat in Burj Khalifa. That was amazing. But the smartest answer, I think, the both. You know, he won this bike and car. So because you have lots of money, that means money means you have freedom. You can do anything. But let's assume we're gonna buy a car. So let's buy a BMW car. So we are going to a showroom and buy this car. So once you brought this car, they suggest you something to download on your phone. Doesn't matter, are you using Android or are you using iPhone? What they suggest you to download this My BMW app from App Store or Play Store. What it does, it helps you to check your car health and navigate to another place and even unlock your car from this app, I think. So why I'm showing this app to you guys? Because this app is built using Flutter, not just BMW, Google, eBay, Alibaba, and other big companies using Flutter for building their apps. I think a lot of you guys already know what is Flutter, but those who don't know what is Flutter. Flutter is a free and open source UI toolkit that helps us or help developers to create cross-platform application from a single code base. So what does it mean by this word? Cross-platform and single code base. Cross-platform means it cover all the platform. You want to build this app for Android, iOS, for web or a Windows, Mac, or even Linux. uh, you can do that. And what about single code base? It means you just write it once and it work on every platform. It's not like, okay, for Android and iOS I need to use this framework, and for Mac I need to use Swift, for Windows I need to that, for Linux I need to another. No, you just write it once and it work on each of your platform. Isn't it amazing? So on Flutter, what I really see a lot of intermediate and even intermediate developer, those who are beginner, they really try to make their app looks good, and that because that is the first impression, and there is a code called first impression is the last. So yeah, to like eye catch and make your app eye catching to your user, or let's get client from, you have to your app says a lot of stuff. Let's say if your app look good, then it gives a positive vibe. If you're a developer, then it gets, yeah, you are expert, you know how to design an app. Then we're gonna check the code or other stuff. So if you are intermediate level or like advanced level, if you try really hard, then you can build UI such like those. I'm not saying those are ugly. I say those are good, but they are not great. So what are great UI? Look at this one, this animation and a smooth UI. So once a user use such app, it feels so good to them. But as a developer, once you saw such app, one thing comes to your mind. And what is that? This, you have to be an expert to build such complex UI, or you have to be a lot of experience. You need to go earn a lot of experience to build such thing. To be honest, on Flutter, I don't think so. So because why? Because Flutter once Google released Flutter, they said one thing: build beautiful UI, and they're not someone who just said build it, because it's easy to build amazing UI on Flutter. And today I'll show you that how expert really use some simple technique but really useful to build amazing UI. That's why I choose this topic. Take your Flutter app from boring to beautiful. Yeah, as I said here, beautiful experience and great UI doesn't happen by themselves, but that doesn't mean they have to be difficult. So that's why I show you simple, straightforward, and incremental techniques that an expert use to build a well-built and great-looking app on Flutter. Before we started, let me introduce myself. My name is Abu Anwar MD Abdullah. I'm from Bangladesh and I'm a Google developer expert for Flutter and Dirt. I'm also a YouTuber. My channel name is The Flutter Way, and which is right now the second most followed YouTube channel for Flutter globally. Even I love open source. I like till now I have more than 40 Flutter projects on my GitHub, and more than 10,000 people follow me on GitHub. So now back to our topic. So what we are gonna do? We're gonna build a food delivery app. So as I mentioned, beautiful app. So it's at first building the app, we need the visualization what we are gonna build. So let's see what we are gonna build. We're gonna build this screen. This is the onboarding screen of our app, and this is the sign up screen, and that one is the sign in screen that we're gonna build. And this one is the heart of our app, which is the home page. So let's get started. Let me show you how expert use some simple technique to design those complex or clean UI on Flutter. That not just look material stuff, that looks like so clean and neat. So let's start building with our onboarding screen. So I don't know if you are familiar with Flutter. If you're familiar with Flutter, then you assume how to build this screen on Flutter, but let me show you how. So if you on Flutter, if you want to build a screen, so you can do it inside a column. You need to place an image, which is this one, then a text title, which is this one, and another text widget for this one. At the end, you need to define this button. So once you do that, it looks like that. This is almost what we really wanted, but not exactly what we wanted. So here what I did, I defined this text and set this text style, like set the font size and font width. Here it is. For this text, I define this text. Inside the text, I define the text and set the font size and font width. That is perfectly fine. There's no problem. But there is a problem, and what it is. So for example, let's say all of you are using font size 22 for like title, something like that. Now you're working on a big team, like 10 or 20 people working on the same project with you. So what do you think? Isn't it hard to memorize that? Yeah, we are all using 22 font size for title like this one. Maybe like after you working on this project for like 3 or 2 months, and somehow you miss that, you forget the font size, maybe use 24, another one use 26. That can happen. So how to solve that problem? Or to solve those problems, Flutter introduce something called text theme. So what is the benefit of text theme? So text theme is predefined style for you that mostly use all the app. It doesn't matter if you really need a small text like a caption, you can use body small, where the font size is 12. Or if you want a really large text on your app, or the font size is 57, you can use this very large. So now come to our code. For that, we define our font size 22 and font width medium. So for that, we can use title large because it has a font size 22 and font width is medium. This is what we are looking for. So replace our hard-coded text style with this title large. Let me show you how to do that. See, just we need to define theme of context, then text theme, and define the style. Right, this time we're using title large. So now you don't have to worry about font size. For each time you show a title, you just define title large. You don't have to remember the font size and anything. And look at here, it reduced 2 or 3 lines of code. It's well maintainable and less line of code. Now come to this button. So if we want this button as we want it, we need to define style to our button. So what I did here is applied some style to our button, and it looks exactly how we want it. There's no problem here. But As I said before, there is one problem because in our whole app there is not just a one single button or not just a two button. Look at here, we need button in our onboarding screen, sign up screen, sign in screen, and other screen, obviously. So is that a good practice to copy the same button style for each of those buttons? Let's say right now the button is green. In near future, we want to make them blue. So what you need to do is here go to each button and change their color to blue, and which takes a lot of your time. and this maybe it's possible you just miss one or two buttons. So now hold your app, few buttons are green, few are blue. That's weird, isn't it? So how we can solve that problem? Flutter also make a theme to solve those such problem. So how to define theme? So if you are develop a Flutter app, you are really familiar with this material app. Inside a material, by default material app, you'll see something called theme dot. Inside this theme, you can define most common stuff that you really need. Like here, we define our elevated button theme. So what we does here, we just copy this whole style and paste it under elevated button theme. So next time, if you want to define a button, what you really need to do is just define the elevated button OZ, child, and on press, and it looks exactly like that one. See, it reduced lots of line of code. And now in future, if you really want to change your color to blue, red, or anything, just go to the theme and just change one place, and all of your button are will be changed. So yeah. So now come to our create account page. So we already know how to use our text theme here. We're going to use text theme here, and also we solve our button problem. Now if we apply elevator button, it will give us a button like that. So what about this form? So on Flutter, how we define a form? So to implement form like that, we define column, and inside the column we define four text fields. Number one for full name, another one for email field, password field, and confirm password field. So once we define the text form field, it looks like that. Its material design is good, but this is not what we really wanted. So let's change this full name style as we want it. For that, we need enable border. As you can see, we add some styling to our full name text input. What we did, we set the field color to true and apply subtle field color. I think you can see that one. And in our add outline border and define the border side and border radius, which is 6. So yeah, our fast text field problem is solved. But now let's type something on our full name or something on this full name. So once we start typing, it looks like that. You see this blue border line, why it really show here? Because on Flutter there are three how can I say state, let's say state on text field. One is enable, another one is disable, another one is focused. So right now it's in the focus state. We are going to try something that means it focus. So Flutter allow us to design different style for those state. But what we really need, we need the same style for focus and enable border. For that, we just need to copy this whole line and use it here. Okay, so the problem is solved now. One right now, if we start typing, it looks like that. No problem. Problem is solved. But we create a new problem. What is the new problem? We copy the same style here. So we use exactly same code, same stuff twice. And in programming, that's not a good idea. So how we can solve that? To solve, very simple way is just create a variable and define the style inside this variable. We call it input border style. And when we need it, we just call this variable. Simple as that. Perfectly fine. This problem is solved. But as you can see here, we need four text field, and we really need to copy those all of those line and paste each and every text field. Mhm. And obviously, that means we're repeating a lot of line of code again. So how we can solve that problem? The solution is same as we use for our button. So let me ask you a question: how we can solve that issue? Just write in on chat. Let's see how many of you can figure it out. Let's see on the chat how we're gonna solve this problem. Is there anyone? No, really? Or is the Burj Khalifa guy? He wants to flat. Okay, okay. Let me help you to solve that problem. Okay, the stuff solution is similar to the button. That means we can define those style in our theme. So here, back to our theme data, as you can see here, I'm defining my button theme. Now I'm defining input decoration theme. What I did, I just copy those line of code that I need to repeat each text field and paste it here. Field true, field color, enable border, disable border. Now look at all the text field. I'm not doing any changes of any of those field, and as you can see, all of them are changed by default. So now if we really need to define a text field, what we really need to do is just define a text field and define the hint text and on save. Maybe you need to validation and other kind of stuff. For simplicity, I just use this too. As you can see, right now it just takes two lines of code. At first it takes like 10 or more than at least minimum 10 lines of code, but right now it takes just two lines of code for each text field. So means it's so easy to like work with, and less line of code but same result. Those are the simple stuff that most of the expert use, so that it's easy to edit and easy to update and look, that most of the time beginners or intermediate developers just ignore. So now come to the home page. How we're gonna design this whole home page. So here, this is scroll or cursor. So another thing I find that the beginners did, go to the pub-spec YAML, pub.dev, and search a package for a cursor. But I really not recommend you guys to do that. Just there is a widget called page view. So by using this widget, you can easily achieve this whole sliding stuff, cursor stuff. Just Google it and you will find it. We're really interested using this, how we're going to build this card, because this card, this whole food item card, we need to use it in a lot of places. On Flutter, they have a card, but this not uh, that one not gonna work here, because we need our own custom card, or we need our own custom widget. So right now I'm gonna show you how we are gonna build our own widget. So to do that, at first, in simple thing, how we can design this whole stuff. Simple. Again, a column. Inside a column, we define the image, this here, and the text, which is the title of the restaurant name. And another text is for the address inside a row. As you can, we need a lot of element here. That's inside a row. We place the rating, then how much time it takes, and the delivery time. So we did that. It looks like that, no problem. So how we are going to reuse that? So the initial plan is, okay, let's copy all of those code and repeat it again. Bad practice. You already know that. So how can we're gonna create our own? Let's say, as you can see, I create a widget called restaurant card info, which is a stateless widget, normal widget, and let's copy the whole column and paste it here, as you can see. So I create some parameter for image, name, location, rating, delivery time, and on tap. What does it mean by on tap? On tap means once the user press is this card, what action we're gonna take. That's why I need this on tap action parameter. So right, we create our wizard here and how we're gonna use them. Now the use is pretty simple. We just need to call, as we call a wizard, just call our restaurant info card and define the image, name, location, and blah blah stuff, and we're done. Just few lines of code instead of writing. So in near future, let's say if you wanna remove this, how much time it takes from your food card, just go to this restaurant card info and remove it, and it will change on every place that you are using. So if you guys really want to mm, know how I build this whole app from scratch, you can check like this URL, or you can scan this code. You'll find it on my channel, or I'll show you how I designed this whole what I can say onboarding screen, sign in screen, homepage, and other kind of stuff. Just you can go to this link. Now come to the sorry. Okay, let's play it. Let's see how it looks at the end. That's the app it looks at the end once you are done with that one. We are out of time, so let's back to the next one. So if you guys have any question, please ask me. Okay, let me turn off my presentation. Okay. Yes, please. Sharma.
Hello,
You,
can you tell me any book's name for reading Flutter?
To be honest, there's a lot of good books you can find. Just what you really need to do is just write it on Google, and you'll find a lot of them. Even if you're a really beginner, then I highly recommend you to at first check the Flutter official documentation. Then just Google it, any book. Then maybe there obviously there is some demo or anything you like. Just see which book you really feel good, then brought that one or follow that book. That's it. Instead of suggesting any specific book.
Thank you, thank you.
Most welcome. And now come to the sing.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, very good evening, sir. As I'm a BTech first year student,
Mhm.
I'm not familiar to many computer languages.
Okay.
So to be relevant in Flutter, which language would we prefer that we study first? Is this we can start with Flutter, or we have to undergo Java or Python?
Okay, that's a nice question. So on Flutter, Flutter actually using Dart. And if you are really familiar with any of a language like Python, Java, JavaScript, or anything, even C, then it just take you like 1 or 2 days to understand Dart. Then you will learn the basic, how to do a for loop, how to do if else and switch statement and other kind of stuff on Dart. Then I prefer then you go to start with Flutter, like to building UI and other kind of stuff that are not really required, but it's good to understand how you write stuff in Dart.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome.
Have a nice day.
Okay, Rahul.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good
Uh,
evening.
okay, sir. Actually, I have done Android app development with Kotlin language. So now, can I jump directly into Flutter, or sir, some basics need to be completed first?
As you already develop app on Kotlin, what I suggest you just try or play with the Flutter default counter app, then you'll understand by yourself. Or just watch 2 or 3 simple videos on YouTube, just understand how Flutter works, then I think that's enough for you. Or you'll learn as you go, and as your requirement increase. That's the thing I really suggest. I think you got my point. Is there anyone have a question for me? Okay, roadmap. I don't know how many of you guys know Pawan. So recently, Pawan Bhai released a book on Flutter 100. So I think you guys can check this book and which have amazing roadmap on Flutter, not just roadmap. He describe interview question, Flutter and other 100 stuff. What mistake you should not follow while developing Flutter. Also, I think he cover on that book. I think yeah, Flutter 100. I think that called Flutter 100. You can check that one if you really want a roadmap. And if you don't want to buy that, you just ping Pawan Bhai. Maybe he's pretty active on Twitter or LinkedIn and said my name. I think he'll give it to you for free. Okay. Okay. If you are a JavaScript developer, then it really depends on you. You can try Flutter and React Native, then and make your decision by your own. So which one you really prefer or which one you really like. If you like develop app on React Native, go with React Native. Or if you really like Flutter, go with Flutter.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Just a single question. As I'm interested in Flutter, and as you said that I can go through YouTube videos and I will get it in no time. But the thing is that I need certification for that. So from which course I can get certification for Flutter?
If you really mm, if you really want certificate, then I think Udemy, you can grab any course on Udemy. I think they're providing certificate.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Okay, if you really want to do some sample project for yourself on Flutter, or maybe you are learning Flutter, want to do a project, there's a lot of thing you can do. Like you can build a chat app, or you can build a shop app, or you can build a blog app. Those are easy or also high demand, so that you can show. I'm not really recommend to do that because on that you can really show to other people instead of, let's say you build a shop app and there are a lot of tutor and other kind of stuff you'll find online. So build a shop app, and so that you can promote it also. So, I built this shop app using Flutter instead of, so people, I think shop app, chat app, or blog, or anything that come up on your mind, just do it. That's it. Just do it. So which YouTube channel can you prefer for Flutter? So the best YouTube channel for Flutter is official channel, which is called Flutter Dev. If you just search Flutter, then because Wizard of the Week, this the series that I'm personally really enjoyed and watch each and every single video of them, so that it gives you just a 1 or 2 minute video where Google team or Flutter team explain how this widget or package really working. Then there are a lot of YouTube channel on it. YouTube is then it all your choice. Okay. Is there any question? You can just ask me on chat, or just raise your hand, or just ask me straightforward. Okay, thank you. I think we don't have any question, and we are almost. Oh, we are almost 4 minutes. Okay, I think. How can be a beginner start in Flutter? If you are a really beginner, just start. That's the thing I really suggest you. Just do it. That's it. Just do it. Just like build a simple project, or let's follow a course and complete that course. That's it. That's the thing. If you are really a beginner, then this is the thing you should do. Start it, follow a course, complete it. That's it. Yes, Sharma, please go on.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, Abu, I am from Eshan College of Engineering, Farah, Mathura, basically. I am the faculty member here for leading the GDSC, basically. So if
Hello,
we
sir.
want to organize some session for you, for our students, so how we can contact to you?
If you can ping me on LinkedIn, or like I can share my email here. Let me share my email. Abu Anwar 072 at gmail.com. I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, or you can reach out to me on my email.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
And thank you so much for like you're here. It's an honor of mine, sir. So I think we're done. And thank you guys for joining. And I really enjoyed this session, especially the question session. Once you reach what you're gonna buy, and I find a lot of amazing response. And thank you, GDG, the club that invited me. All of you guys, you're such an humble and amazing, and I really enjoyed my life. Thank you, everyone, and bye. Good night.
So, hey Abu, thanks for the session. It was really a fun session, and you have like described all the things in very short form. Like you are not showing the big codes of on VS thing. So it's a very good thing that we really appreciate about you. And yeah, the UI thing is too good. Like your UIs are like just too good. And I guess all of the audience have enjoyed your session. And of course, the car versus bike thing, I will sure use it on our next session also.
Yeah, please.
So, as there is no such questions, so I request if everyone can turn on your camera for a second so that we can have a screenshot
Yeah, yeah.
that can post on socials also.
Please, everyone do that. Also, I want to share it on my LinkedIn and other stuff.